Hi there, folks. Welcome to Tarot with Mandy. It's been a little while since I've talked with y'all, but I felt a deep calling to reach out again today. It's been a lot of time of introspection for me, and I feel like what I'm experiencing is true for the collective. If this video found you, it might be true for you too. And I'm experiencing a lot of heart opening. It's very windy outside right now. I get a sense of, winds of change, but not only winds of change, but purification and heart openers. And it's hard to think of heart opening, at the holidays as hard as it can be with family and stress and everything else. But realistically, this is about you connecting with your own heart. This is about you connecting with yourself and your emotions and being true to yourself, true to your values. I got the King of Pentacles here on the bottom. So this is the Mermaid Tarot, by the way. So this is about, creating that space at home that feels true to you, that feels like you've got your comforts, but comfort in knowing that you're doing what's right by your heart, and comfort in calling in the right people into your life, and comfort in, the time that you give with others being intentional and not rushed. So anyways, we're here for a reading, a collective reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And let's jump into it. Well, that's interesting. We have a bunch of cards that are already flipped up. I'm going to go ahead and pull those out. This is very wild. All right. So a little bit of a story time going on here. We are starting, making sure there aren't any more. There are more. Wow, I wonder what happened here. Okay. Let's get this all out. Get it off the table. Okay. So we're starting with, this is the story time. We're starting with the Eight of Cups. And it's starting with a journey of leaving, I think in this case, it's your old self behind. And so this is a sense of, being tired of the way things used to be, being tired of who you used to be, and your own patterns that got in the way of yourself. And your higher self or your inner self here was like, it's time for something new. It's time to start journeying. And so you took that leap. Wherever that went, you may not have been sure, but it's about, having the courage to take that leap. And I think the motivating factor was this 10 of Cups here, this hope and dream for true community, and to feel blessed and welcomed in the spaces in your life. So if you weren't welcoming to yourself, or if other people weren't welcoming to you, you knew it was time to move on and move forward, even if you didn't know what that looked like in the future. And this really opened up the floodgates. This is the Queen of Wands. And so here she is. She's pouring her heart energy into herself. And I feel like this is the shift that happened, is you went from this outward relating to others and, being on the go and focusing on, everything happening in life. And this internal shift happened. And although you went on a journey, it's like you went on a journey towards yourself. You went towards your heart. And this is really cracking open the floodgates. This is bringing new inspiration. This is bringing new passion. This is reigniting that flame that makes you feel alive. And not only does it make you feel alive, but it makes you feel worthy when it comes to relating with other people. So that happened. Got the Chariot card moving forward. So a lot of excitement, a lot of forward momentum. Spirit's got your back. You're being encouraged to continue down this path of self-exploration, this path of art and intuition and magic, and the things that bring you joy in your life. Because when it comes down to it, you got the Hierophant here. So you are your own teacher. In this life, you'll have many teachers, be they younger or older or spiritual. I'm back here. Had a little blip happen there. But anyways, Ten of Wands. What are the things that are truly calling to you? What is it that you desire that desires you back? What are these passions that you're hoping to cultivate and, make more important going into the new year? And you got the Eight of Wands. So it's full charge ahead. It's sifting through and, maybe taking a look at your past hobbies, maybe deciding which one is really calling to you, what's bringing you that joy, that passion that is like calling you to step forward onto that path more. But also, how do you do that without the burden, without the stress of the have to, and more of the inner passion of I want to? And here you're moving into the Page of Pentacles. So you get to be a student. You get to shine and find this new direction, find this new security in your path. And it's different because it's not based on the opinions of others. It's not rooted in am I enough? It's rooted in I love myself so much that I'm worthy of this, and I'm going to go after these things that matter to me. Moving forward, you got the Nine of Pentacles. So a lot of building upon, what's already there, a lot of uncovering, these old gems that really make up the garden of who you are. So I feel like this is kind of like, sifting through past projects and like polishing up the things that matter to you and, getting real about what your garden, what you want that to look like moving forward. What are the new seeds you're going to plant with the new year? What are these goals you have for yourself? And I really suggest not taking them all on, as your own responsibility, but maybe putting them out to the universe there. There's a great practice I've seen going around and I've participated in a little bit. You write down 12 or 13 things that you wish to see come to fruition in the next year. You spend a night burning each one of them until you are left with one slip of paper at the end. And that's the one for you to focus on in the new year. And the rest is for spirit to kind of take care of for you. So you don't need to be burdened with the how so much, just with the knowing of what it is that you desire, and also knowing that desires you back. And I've got, I think the struggle, the obstacle you're getting past is this Nine of Swords here. This feeling of burden, this feeling of overwhelm, this feeling of loss and scarcity. And it's kind of like that Devil card. It's an old demon, that really has no bearing over you if you don't let it. So, I know that's easier said than done. So I'm going to pull an advice card for this and see how to help move forward. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. So when you get those naysayers in your head, when you find yourself like trying to get someone else's approval, refocus. Come back to that Knight card that forward momentum of your passion, of your desire, of knowing your worth. And it doesn't need to be much, you know, when the steps feel too big, take little steps. Um, if it's drawing, go back to 5 minutes of sketching and see where that takes you. It doesn't need to be overwhelming. And you are worthy of feeling good about the things you do. So, on the bottom of all of this, we have the Four of Pentacles. So, security, foundation, remembering, I think, sometimes this card can be seen as like hoarding and like holding on too tightly. But in this case, I think it's important for you to hold on tightly to what you want to see happen in your life and don't let anyone sway you otherwise. It's not about not surrendering, because absolutely, like, let yourself flow, let your emotions come through, let your guides talk with you. But this is really about being secure in knowing you know what's best for yourself and you know how to move forward. So I hope everyone has a really great holiday season. Remember to take care of yourself. Sorry about that. Learning how to play with my video settings again. So maybe there's something about grace with yourself when these changes happen and new things come into play. But what I was trying to say is take care of yourself this holiday season. When you take care of yourself first, everything else will flow. I love you. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.